Yeah, Tom, your parts came in, but I don't know whether it was email, messenger, or what. I'm like, I get messages from so many different ways. Hopefully, you guys are doing all right. I got a little bit of a cold going on right here, but gonna be okay, guys. Gonna be okay. Woo. Hopefully, everybody pops in. Got some pretty crazy news. Pretty crazy. I got my paper towels, everything, man. Woo! In case I need to hawk out a big one. Oh boy. Hope everybody's doing all right. Been a few weeks since I've actually done this. Just busy with everything in the world. What's up, Brian? What's up, buddy? Trying to get myself in position here. I'm sitting in a rocking chair. Probably be on for an hour tonight. Probably no need to really go more than that. Put up a fence on the back of the track, and I've already got to redo it. But anyways, if you look right there, that is the Losi TLR. Channel members, you guys have already seen the two build videos. I have another build video with the electronics to go into it. And I did the drive video. And let me just say, it took some serious abuse. I wasn't too easy on it, and I'm impressed. It did really good. Suspension leaves a little bit to be desired. I want a little more travel on the suspension than what it's got, but I think we'll be okay. So, not really a whole lot for me to talk about other than, hey, Justin, Mir, what's up, buddy? I've been using the microphone, so hopefully you guys have been liking that. So, a little bit different sound, all that stuff. So, what's up, Chainsaw? Commander Astig, what's up, buddy? I know, Major Roads, it's been a few weeks, hasn't it? So as soon as we get a few more guys on here, I'm going to tell you guys what my game plan is. And, okay, we've got a few more on here. Lon Baden, I am definitely going to Masters of Dirt this weekend. Not sure what all I'm bringing, but I'm definitely bringing a few things. I want to run 2 Pro and 3. So that's the game plan for that. All right, so got quite a few of you guys here. I tested out my wife's insurance. That's good. So with all that in mind, I think it's time that I put in my notice and try to do this for real. So, yeah. Game plan as in more 1/5 parts. All I have right now is what you guys see on the website. I don't have any more Fiskill stuff ordered. What are you after exactly? Maybe I can get it on the next order. So hopefully we'll see how everything works out here. Currently got my taxes in being done, so see how those work out. There's a cheeseburger. Breaking in my Endura LCX. Oh, speaking of Endura, there's no news on Sammy, buddy. But I am not ready to have another pet right now. Speaking of Endura, on eBay, for $220 something shipped, they have like a full knockoff TRX4. It's just like, I believe it's just a slider. I think I ordered the optional $12 something for the tires to come with it. So we'll see how that works out when that gets here. They messaged me, told me it was shipped. Selectable diffs and everything. So I'm kind of curious to see how that works out. Justin Jacoby, yeah. Retirement. Cheeseburger, the Red Cat Machete. Yes, I do have a Red Cat Machete. I do have that. However, I hadn't had a chance to do anything with it. And then the news broke where they told about the suspension arm issue and a center drive shaft issue. So I contacted them and I said, look, do you want me to show this thing or what? You know, because I mean, if I put a vehicle up here with known issues like that and it falls apart on camera, that's not good for anybody. And with them stepping up to the plate like they did, I felt it was worth contacting them and finding out what they wanted me to do with it. So when they get the updated parts and pieces for that, they're going to send them to me. And then you will see the Machete on the channel. Yes, insurance is perfect, man. Thank you, Joe Piper. Watching this and finishing off my Famanda Geisha LCG build. All the videos, LCGs. Oh, yeah, nice. Okay. Yeah, Thomas. I'm basically giving up the day job to really go to work. Right now, with the drive time back and forth, it's 10 hours a day. So, and to be up till midnight or so doing installs and stuff like that, which, trust me, I enjoy this. When I'm out there videoing and I'm doing the sound and all that, that's legit me. That is legit me enjoying what I'm doing. So, but there is the work aspect of it when it comes to the editing and all that. So, and that's what keeps me till, 11:30, 12 o'clock, sometimes 1 in the morning. And then to get it back up at 5 o'clock to go to work, that kind of drags on you a little bit. But anyways, I think I'm going to be just fine. I appreciate the support, guys. Thank you, Miladin. Appreciate it. What's up, Bust Nut? I will be at work tomorrow, by the way. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting thing, buddy. I'm going to personnel and I'm going to, it's time, buddy. It's time. I do want to get with you to get some more intros done for different style videos and stuff like that. If you guys need custom work done on a computer, you might want to look at Bust Nut. That guy, what you're seeing on the channel right now is low res because that was the only way I could get it. But I've got an Apple and he's going to convert everything over to my Apple laptop when I start doing actual computer editing. So my video quality is going to get better and everything. Exo, I have a crawler foam for you. Do you want to test? Buddy, I've tested a lot of crawler foams. Right now, my favorites are the printed inserts. Bust Nut, I'm doing, yeah, you're right, it is. Bust Nut, I'm giving them, my last day will be May the 1st. So I also have 11 vacation days to burn up between now and then. So, and I'm not planning to work more than 3 days a week. And even when I'm at work, good luck. Mom, what do you recommend for LCG, plastic, or metal drive shafts? Buddy, I run both metal and plastic, depending on the vehicle. If it's a Portal, I generally do the plastics because you have such more gear reduction at the axle that the drive shaft doesn't take all the torque as much as if it had just a normal 375-to-1 ratio, because you're talking 7.5-to-1 with a Portal axle versus the straight axle. So for me, depending on what it is, if it's a straight axle, I may go metal on the drive shafts. Portal, I generally leave the plastic ones in. Brandon, boom. Hey, XO, I get your live stream. Yeah, buddy, I finally got one. This is my first one in 3 weeks. I got home from picking up my first Ecto, dude. Love the Ecto. Mine's back there somewhere. I think that's it right there. Do I plan on getting a TRX4 high lift? That new Ford truck that they've got out? Yes, I am planning to get that. I absolutely am. And Vidavon actually has the pieces for that now. For the shock tower, everything for the panhard, to keep that from flexing. And I've actually got one in stock. I have not listed it on the website, though. I'm kind of trying to save that one for my truck whenever I get that. Which, granted, I could get more of them, right? You know? Bustnut Skyhook is a little bit depressed. He really is. I've been trying to show him everything to do. So I've been trying to show him the things to do, you know, get all that stuff done. So I'm running Trio, Capra, Portals. Thanks so much. Yeah, buddy, you'll be fine. Unless you put really crazy power down, you really shouldn't need metal drive shafts. I realize what Team Associate was behind it. Yep, it is. It's not your old copper F-150. True, it is not that. But if I get a clear body, I can do the copper and white two-tone on that. I mean, it's close enough at that point, right? Axial Honcho as good as it seemed. Is the Axial Honcho as good as it seemed? I had a real bad experience with Axial products. Axial Honcho, Chris Ryder, which one? Like the 1/10 version or the 1/6 that I've got now? Justin Jacoby, have you texted the Power Hobby Graphite lipos? I have not messed with any graphite or graphene lipos yet. What's up, Lyle? What's up, buddy? Hunter's here, buddy. Channel member saying, well, cool. Glad to have you. Speaking of channel members, when you I've got the Asuga ordered. I don't know when I'm going to get the thing, but when it gets here, it gets here. As far as channel members go, when I get away from the day job, the game plan is the first few weeks I'm going to be going crazy trying to get videos in stock, all that stuff. So you guys will get flooded with videos probably on about the third day once I really start rolling into it. But I do plan to do some member-only content, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to try to do some member-only content. Maybe I'll be able to do some member-only lives. Try to get a schedule for that. So, Chris Ryder, the 1/6. The 1/6 I've got, I really like that thing. I've got another plan. I've got another game plan for it to convert it to go nuts. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to get another 1/6 for that, because I don't really want to mess with this one too much. What I do have planned for that is I'm going to do the bare minimum required aluminum upgrade parts for performance. And that's going to be C-hubs, because the C-hubs on the axles have the mount for the panhard bar. The steering link set, which has a panhard bar on that. Shock towers, and the actual servo mount tray. Those are what's going to go on that. So those are the absolute minimum, most required parts, in my opinion, for that truck. But yeah, let's see what you guys are doing here. Thank you, Sammy. Sam Hick, does Vidavon make super shafty? Let's just say that Vidavon makes a lot of parts for a lot of different names out there. Let's go with that. Hello from Wisconsin. Need more shootout videos. Yeah, you guys are liking the competition between the Pro and the other trucks. I've been taking you guys' suggestions and actually doing, you know, like changing the tires over. And between the straight axle trucks and the Pro, it's pretty easy to do. Thoughts on the FMS Magnum 118? I have not messed with that one. If it's as good as that little monster truck, it's awesome. JD's RC. Enerson, I have a capper on smaller 2.2 18 revolver CMM. Do you think that would get more torque or low speed control with a Hobby Wing Fusion 1800? I think you would lose a little bit of control down low. The Hobby Wing Fusion SE has a little bit higher startup RPM than the Pro. So I think you may actually lose your real slow startup control by going to the SE. The SE and the Spectrum versions are like, they drive like the exact same thing. Except the SE is what, 80 bucks, and the Fusion is like 150. I have both of those motors, and I also have the Pros, and the Pros have a much lower startup, much better control. So if I had to choose, I would go with the Pro over the SE. However, for a trail truck messing around, I take the SE all day long over any other system. For $80, you can't beat that. Yes, sir, Lyle Burns. RC Van Tuna, what's up, buddy? Matt Lager, how about channel member t-shirts? You know, that's something I can do. That's something I can do. Let me get to the point to where I can get away from the day job and I can actually look into that. I can definitely look into that. What I'll probably end up doing is, because the cost of the shirts and the shipping and all that, what I would probably do is offer them at a discounted rate, possibly free for platinum members, just because of the $25 platinum thing, you know. But the lower levels, I'd probably have to just do a discounted rate on those for that. The shirts, especially in a rather low quantity like that, are not cheap to get at all. And they're made by the same guy that makes these, which he's local, you know. So, but I think I can work something like that. I do have hoodies on the website. I got RC Mad Labs, those chassis braces, those are on there. I've got Helios on the way. I've got these on the way too. I use these things every single day. So I've got those on the way. I'm going to show you guys something. How far in are we here? We are at 7:17. All right, so this is something you get with every Castle ESC. Maybe one of you guys right now are watching and you're really quick on a computer, because I don't need this, but I would rather have one of you guys. I've been outside. I've been working on a wall and all kinds of stuff, so don't mind my hands here. But let me show you guys a code here. See if you guys can get that. Okay. If you saw it, you saw it. If you use it, you use it. What that is that gives you a free Castle link to use with your laptop. Because I just bought a brand new Monster X ESC and motor combo for that guy up there. You guys want to see that? That's a new LMT TLR. Just got that thing built. Hey, greetings from the UK. Have you come across the Tusk Class 1s yet? Fit into some pro. It's funny you mentioned that. The Tusk Class 1s. I've got them. I've got the 3.83 versions on my Vanquish VS410 Pro. Those are actually uploaded. I need to set those up for channel members. And yeah, so I've got those right now. I haven't got the 4.19s though. Let me see. What do you recommend for a skinny battery? Good question. What kind of battery? 2S, 3S? I've got like these right here, which are pretty thin. I got Velcro on the bottom to help keep them from shifting. Just simple Ovonic air batteries, 2300 milli 3S right here. Castle's probably getting hit right now. Everybody trying to get that Castle link. I got this off of RC Crawler many years ago. RC Crawler, yeah, that was where I bought that one from. I've got a sneeze coming up. And I've definitely got a little bit of a cold going on. So bust nut, I'm not actually faking being sick right now. All right, let me see here. What's your favorite fifth scale bash truck? Probably the X-Max. Woo! Whew. Red Cat Piranha. It's actually a pretty neat little truck in all honesty. That new might make my speakers pop. Didn't hear before popping your video. You know. The new mic makes your speakers pop? I got the Rode right here. Oh, man. It's definitely a different sound. That's for sure. Ugh. Okay, let's see here. Ashley, what's up? Eric and Real, hope you're doing well. What are the must-do mods for stock capper to crawl better? Eric, pretty simple. Control that suspension, pull that stuff down, and that changes everything. Otherwise, get a much better motor, 1080 ESC, and the 11-tooth pinion gear. That'll help out a lot. Stock servo is actually okay unless you push it too far. Then it's not okay. After you get away from your job, you're going to do some 1/8 and 110 races around the Southeast. Endos, what I'm planning on doing is just attending events, period. Hopefully you guys saw the race that I just did here. On the 2nd will be the first legit race. I'm thinking 2-wheel drive buggy class. Sand paddles are legal. I'm thinking that, buggy, and truggy will be my 3 classes and we'll start. All right, let's see here. Here it comes again. You got it, Troy. See it right over at Casalia. See. Joe, what driver set is that? This is Helios. Okay. And these are shipped to me. You'll be seeing these on the website soon. As soon as I get them in, they sell for $44.99. But you got everything. They fit all your impacts. I use these a lot in this right here. No kidding. I use them a lot in this. So just to let you know, I also have some batteries coming. The smaller 450 and 850 size 3S and 4S batteries. 2S. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. Oh, man, I just now finally got down to the messages where I had to sneeze. My nose has been going crazy the last few days. I do not have a snot slug. Man, it's been forever. I just now got down to all these messages. What do you think about the Muse Racing brand? I have not messed with that brand. I've not messed with them. Can you suggest gearing for a Capra transmission and a Rift running a 3300? A Capra transmission and a Rift. Buddy, that's a very fast setup. Probably 11-tooth. I mean, probably 11-tooth. 3300 kV, that's going to move it pretty well. That'll help you out right there. You understand, with the different shocks. The biggest issue of mine was keeping the suspension down. Every time you go up anything, it will just pull out. And then when it pulls out like this, there goes your center of gravity. You fall over. Any Vidavon, Capra red carbon? I do not have any red carbon. I don't have any carbon panels at all. Do you think the 75mm rear links off the SX24 Glider is too much stretch? Put them on front and back. JG, it depends on what you're doing. If you're doing a lot of things with a lot of breakover angles, then yeah, you may have an issue with that. If you're just climbing the most steepest stuff you can find, then do it. It'll help you out. There's portal axle conversion kit for SCX24. Oh, okay. Didn't know about that one. I have an XRT and I want to do a little skate park bashing. I bought 80 weight shock oil. Do you think that's too much? Buddy, I want to tell you right now, this is too geek to be chick. No matter what you do with them shocks, I don't care whether you take the oil out of them or put 3,000 weight diff oil in there. That chassis is going to bottom out when you land. Now, if you do something like crazy, when you go real thick on the shock oil, it'll try to compress so fast that the piston will either break or you'll bend the shock shaft itself. So, but just keep that in mind. 80 weight oil should be fine. We run that in the X-Maxes all the time. No issues. And we do stupid back flips, front flips, you name it, we do it. I'm going to grab that thing right there. I know you guys probably want to see that. That's the new TLR LMT. Get this chair. I got one of them rocking chairs put in here. Show you guys. this thing right here. All right. Go ahead and get my battery out. All right, my on-off switch came loose, but this is the Losi TLR LMT. Yes, sir, that is carbon. This thing is pretty darn awesome, guys. I had to use some stock tires. I do have the special set because I was one of the first 50 to get it ordered, so I did get the coupon. So I am on the order list for the new tires and all that. This thing is pretty darn awesome. Got a Castle 2650 1/8 scale motor in this. It barely fits. Monster X ESC. That's where that's where we just got this from. I put that in, it was last night. So hopefully you guys use that code because I just tossed it. Reese 19 Raw 500 servo, of course. Trio servo saver. It does still have the stock axle housings. I somehow did not manage to break them. When you guys see the driving video, I'm not sure if it's going to be the 2 build videos on one day and then the electronics and drive on the next day. I'm not sure how I'm going to release this, but I've got a total of 4 videos to get it like you see it right here. And channel members, I'm sure you guys have seen it, but on the build videos, I'm trying to be detailed to show a lot about the process and all that stuff. So, but just so you guys know, yes, I have Vitavon axles right here. But I wanted to try the stock housings. I wanted to try them, and I did. And they somehow did survive. There we go. All right. Brazen C1 Pro chassis. I don't have that chassis. Have you seen the FureTech Cayman Pro 4x4 you can buy for? I have not. I may have seen that at the UST as far as the Cayman Pro JG, but I don't know. Addicted to RC. What's up, Joe? Everyone in the chat. Yeah, buddy. Actually, kind of been waiting to build one for a while now. Actually, I've got the full build videos. I'm not sure. I think I've got something else that let me see if I can take care of something real quick. I want to see if I can go ahead and put videos up for channel members. I think I've got 3 for you guys. And I woke up this morning and yeah. All right, here comes one for channel members. I'm not sure what this one is. What I noticed is that the channel member videos can be seen. Oh, compression, tire compression. All right. This one is going to be the Losi 2-wheel drive. I took that out. And the other one here is, oh, my Class 0. And that's the one with the little 3.93 tires, Tusk tires. All right, so those are going up for channel members right now. You guys should be able to see those if you scroll down. But what I noticed is I was looking at another channel and I could see all the channel member videos, but I couldn't click on them. So apparently I need to go ahead and get thumbnails done and all that stuff for channel members as well. Usually when I put up a channel member, it's like, it's right there, you know, it is what it is until I get everything set up. So maybe I need to, maybe I'll have more time to do that. And as far as the shorts go, I cannot upload a custom thumbnail for those yet. It won't let me. Maybe I haven't got 10 million shorts views. I'm not sure what that number is. Chassis slab is terrible. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for real. Looks boss. Gonna be a full Monster Jam spec rib or mud track. I'm not putting this thing in the mud. Ain't no way. Process on the green mean. I did get a part in that I needed. So hopefully soon I'll have time. Time is my biggest issue. What's a good LCG transmission? Man, there's so many of them out there now. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you. The Too Low is something that I use, but they've got like, what, 3 or 4 different ones out there. So I just would look at what fits your chassis the best and go with it. Did you got the chance to drive it? I have not got my Asuga yet. I need to see if they've even sent the thing. But I do not have that yet. See, I like to do the shorts, but as far as like making money on it, it's pennies. Pennies if you're lucky. So their shorts are not, I mean, heck, TikTok. You know, there are guys on there with 1.5 million followers, this and that. I saw this one guy talking about it. He puts up videos all the time. Makes like maybe $150 a month or every 2 months. That ain't no good. I'm not sure what Harley was saying about that, but believe me, if it's too long for some club rules, they're going to be changing the rules. That's just the way it goes. Axial puts out something crazy, Sorka changes their rules. Vanquish puts out something crazy, Sorka changes their rules. That's just the way it goes. On one hand, you're like, okay, now they're bending the rules because they like this brand or bending the rules because of this brand, blah, blah, whatever. Rules do have to evolve. So sometimes it takes a crazy vehicle to force an evolution of the rules. Philippe Galvin. The start, can I drive that Honcho soon? Yes, Bustnut, you sure can. How did I start my channel? My channel started by accident. And it started by accident with the Traxxas TRX4 Defender. I made 2 really horrible videos. Just driving up and down the road. I think I had brushless in it at that time or something. And, well, people started watching it. So I started making more videos. And more people started watching. And here we are. I think the TRX4 Defender was released in 2017, I believe it was. So here we are, 17, pretty much 6 years later. I'm about to leave my job. Huh, who would have guessed, huh? RCs. No custom thumbnails for shorts. Luckily, YouTube is picking some decent ones. Yeah, YouTube, they don't really pick the best ones for me. Checking in from Southern California. What's up, James? What's up, buddy? Try setting up a long jump competition. I've got the ramps. I've got ramps for that. I actually have a long jump ramp, and I have the stunt ramps now. And yes, Bustnut did motivate me to post on a regular basis. He sure did. Yeah, I got that for the TLR LMT, and guess what? It doesn't fit. I'm sure the aftermarket is going to make that fit, but it does not fit. The chassis are different between the new TLR LMT, the carbon chassis one, and the older one. So that will fit the older one just fine, but not the TLR. I'm sure the aftermarket is going to come up with something and make that happen, but for now, no. That is the Fire Gravedigger body, by the way. And my buddy, he actually bought the ice one. So we'd have like fire and ice, because he has a TLR LMT as well. I'm not even sure he started building his yet, though. For Michelle? Oh, for show. Okay, the ramps that I've got back there, those are actually from the USTE. I bought them from the USTE guys and brought them home from this year's USTE. So that's how I got those ramps. I did not actually build those. Thank you, Nick Terzo. I appreciate that. Hit like, people. Oh, yeah. It's getting summertime. All right, so we're at 7:35. At 8 o'clock, we're going to wrap this thing up. Yep. Now, Bustnut, back then, when I first monetized the channel, I had like 128 subscribers. And then I ended up getting like 1,100 or something like that. And shortly right after that, YouTube changed their policy to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours viewed. Well, luckily, I was just in that range. I was closer to the only 4,000 hours viewed than the subscribers, though. So it was kind of close. And if I would have been bumped out for it, I probably wouldn't be here right now. I'd probably be like, nah, screw it. I mean, in one way, if you look at it, my view of the channel, that first time I made a nickel, man, that was amazing. I made 5 cents. And then I made 50 cents. I made enough to buy a drink. This was amazing. That was my thoughts on it when it started pennying in. It took me about 4 or 5 months to even get past the $100 threshold to finally start actually collecting monthly. It was actually pretty neat. It was a long process. This isn't a joke channel or a prank channel, so it's not like, you know, you shoot to the moon on this one, so it takes a while. Do you have a favorite car that's fun stock out of the box, but not with all the upgrades? Yeah. There are 2 of them, actually. Especially if you're talking like bashers and stuff. One would be the Traxxas Max, and the other would be a toss-up between the XRT or the X-Max. Buy them things, box stock, and go have fun. I can tell you're committed is sick, and so I am definitely I'm definitely clogged up, and I have 3 videos to edit when I get off of here. So oh, Philip, yes sir, I am in Florida, by the way. I'm in Florida, so for us here, winters are our best season. Really, it's kind of late fall, winter, and most of spring is pretty good. Summers are kind of like they are everywhere, you know. Summers are just hot. I do know that there are places up north right now getting hammered. What was it, like 32 feet of snow in some areas? I saw a picture or a video this guy took where he was on the snow, and like the ski lifts, he's like touching the wheel above his head. It's like the whole wheel, the cable is like right there, and he's literally like touching it, walking on the ground or snow. So there are some guys getting hammered up there right now, which will be good for Lake Powell. Kind of fill that up a little bit, add a little bit of water to that thing, because that was getting pretty darn low. I would love to see that thing fill up. Philip, thank you, buddy. What's your opinion on cross RC trucks? The only cross I ever built was the Demon, and honestly, I didn't like it at all. However, the cross, they have some really nice IF independent trucks, military-looking trucks, and they are pretty darn awesome. I just don't have any of them. Thank you, Craig. I appreciate that. What's your favorite crawler RTR stock? Favorite crawler RTR stock? That's a toss-up, really. Crawlers, I'd go with Element Ecto. The next step up would be the Axial Base Camp. And for a crawler that you can jump off the roof of your house, TRX 4. I mean, really, in that order. If I had to take a box stock truck to a crawling competition, it would be an Element Ecto. If I had to take a box stock truck to a bash session with the buddies, I would take the TRX 4. If I'm going on the trail and I know it's got some gnarly stuff and it needs some durability, I would take the Base Camp. Marcus, what's up, buddy? Canada, so yeah, RC, snow, not as fun. Yeah, I heard you guys are getting hammered up there. Cheeseburger, there are some very rare videos. I believe she's in about maybe 4 videos. One of them, we was up at Green Cove, Tennessee, up around the Tellico area, and was at Bald River Falls. And I had, I think, a TRX-4 is what I was driving up there, and she was actually in that video. She hasn't been in any videos lately, though. Like, none this year. Let me see. Quite a few cross vehicles here. Super scale. Yeah, the scale, yeah. That's correct, Marcus. Have I any interest in MOAs? Dude, I really want to do some MOA stuff. And I've got a weird idea. I want to try this. It'll probably fail miserably, but I think it'll be cool to try it. Poised RC, they have this chassis. And the front kind of comes up like this and the axle up here. So it's not SORCA legal. It's not even legal, in my opinion, in our own competitions. And we have very lenient rules as to what's legal and what's not legal, right? However, what I'm wanting to do is build a Superlight SV3. And I want to take another of this chassis, and I want to try to put a carbon chassis on the Ridge Rock Danchi. And the way I want to do this is I want to attempt to use and I don't know if it'll fit, the 380 size Holmes revolver motor. It takes a 380 size motor in there. If it'll fit a 380 size revolver motor in each axle. So 2 Crawlmaster Mini V2 ESCs. The servos that are on it are fine. I've upgraded those. And 2 of the 380 2000 KVs. These stock motors, even the 37 turn motors that I put in there, I upgraded the motors, right? They're gutless. They're gutless. And the gearing leaves a lot to be desired. So it's kind of one of those things where I want to try to put a revolver in there with a proper control. I think it will be awesome. I think it will be awesome. I'm just waiting to get 2 of the Poised chassis. He said something about they were waiting on them to come in or some of that, because I contacted the guy about trying to order 2 of them. There's my Gravedigger steering servo, Beast 2000s. You're talking about Gravedigger Addicted. I'm assuming you're talking about the Raminator. If that's the case, the Beast 2000s, you need to direct power them off of a 3S or 4S battery. I run mine off of a 3S battery. How is learning the art of drifting going? Well, I haven't even been back over there. But I've been trying. I will get the time and I will go back over there. But the last time I tried it, it was good for donuts. I haven't shown that body yet. It's just the Gravedigger Fire body that Losi put out. And Losi put the body out at the same time as the new TLR LMT right here. And it doesn't fit, which is kind of annoying to me. But all right, we'll get this down into here. This chair is good for relaxing, but getting out of it with a table in front of you, kind of a pain. But this is the Gravedigger Fire body. This will fit the older Gravedigger, the older LMT trucks. And yes, it does come with the light things to go into here and all that. But it goes over the stock framework and all that. Pretty neat. The top has got really good stickers. The sides, they done just like they did before. Hopefully you guys can see this. Yeah. I doubt you're going to be able to see it. You might can see a little bit right there. You see where the sticker is? The sticker is not a true black on the side by the monster's head there. When they first came out with those, I don't have that body handy. But that was one of the complaints. And Losi actually sent out new stickers that actually had the proper black to match the body. So, but yeah, this does not fit the new TLR. At least not yet. I'm sure that somebody's going to make a printed piece or something to allow all that to go together. It's just a matter of time. All right. Good evening. What's your thoughts on the best crawler tire for rocks? Do you have any thoughts on Power Hobby 2-stage foams? Jared. Best tires for rocks? Heck, J Concepts Tusk, Proline crawlers. Those are usually my go-to tires now. The J Concepts landmines are phenomenal. The new J Concepts Pro MX or the Baja Pro X, those are awesome. And I've got those on one of my trucks here. I did a insert in them. Super soft, and they hooked up great. That video is up for channel members. I believe that one went up to the channel members just a few minutes ago. Light versus heavy for an LCG or regular rig. John Geiger. Go for about 5 pounds, give or take a little bit. That seems to be a good weight for performance, traction, and stability. Southeast Florida RC, thank you, buddy. What's up, Sergeant? Got your on servo mount on the Ecto. Dude, nice. Good deal, man. Max V2 stock durability by David. Dude, they're pretty tough. They're a tough truck. Can you break the bulkheads? Yes. But overall, they're a pretty durable truck, and I think they're a fun truck to have, too. What is your most proud creation of yours? The RC that you built that just works so well that you cherish the most? Probably that one right there. That is the original Superlight. When I built that truck, it weighed in just under 4 pounds. At the time that I built that truck, everybody was going for 9, 10, 12 plus pounds of RC. So I went the absolute opposite. And that build right there changed my entire game plan on every build since then. And no matter what I build, whether it's the Pro, whether it's anything, any portal axle, anything, I can tell you right now, that truck being 4 years old will run with them or beat them. I'm not joking. It's kind of, it embarrasses my new modern builds. Forward transmissions, low CG, whatever, it doesn't matter. That thing right there can embarrass them. It embarrasses me because I'm like, man, this is a brand new build, top of the line, everything, all the modern day, whatever, and get smoked by that old guy right there. It's amazing. That truck right there is awesome. Fixing my CX Pro, what are your thoughts on running on 2.2s? I wouldn't run 2.2s on it unless you stretch a 1.9 tire on it. Now, I wouldn't do a 2.2 on the Pro. Just me. What's up, Joe? Speaking of tires, have you run the ruptures much? Yes, I do have the ruptures. And I do run them from time to time. I actually loaned them out to a buddy of mine because he needed some tires. I loaned them out to him he was brand new into the hobby. Brand new. So I'm like, here, I'll loan these. He lives right, hold on. I say brand new to the hobby, brand new to the crawling world. He actually helps me a lot back here on the track. So yeah, that got him going. Am I going to hold a live when I actually go full time, Clayton? Woo! I got something for you, buddy. I got more than just a live for you. Let me get centered up here. What I'm going to do this month is I've got to go through every single one of my vehicles. I've got to try to make sure every single one of them is operational. I believe all of them except for maybe 5 are ready to go at any moment. So put a battery in it and go. But I got to make sure they're all ready to go. I've got almost 100 RCs. What I'm probably going to do, and I'm thinking, is the retirement drive all. So within a 1 month span, and this might be in June, okay, May, April, give me time to get these videos done. In 1 month, maybe June, I will put up 100 driving videos of everything I've got. I'm talking from the crawlers to the racers to the 124ths to the RC tank that I've got, the big foam tire gravedigger that I still have. Every single one of them. In addition to the normal daily tech videos, install videos, a hiccup, and stuff like that. So I get that time. I get that where I can do it. Heck, it could be in 1 month's time. It could be upwards of 130 to 140 videos in a month. Now, keep in mind, the driving videos are just that. I'm going to get up there. I'm going to introduce the truck. I'm going to show you guys the truck. And then I'm going outside for a drive. When I'm done, I'm going to come back in, do my little stand-up routine, and that's it. But it will be every single vehicle that I have. That doesn't sound bad, but doing it is amazingly difficult and time consuming. Half the videos I'm editing, I'm sitting there, I got one eye open, one eye or the other. I'm like passing out. I'm so boring on my videos. So just passing out. Man, okay, let me get back to you guys. So all right, actually I was showing I see a Pro option parts last night. And there are a ton of new parts. Are the new parts available, Marcus? I actually have a set of brass knuckles for it. They're the SEX10 3 straight axle knuckles. I saw where those are actually working. So I ordered some SSD brass knuckles for that. Okay, David, yeah. I had a Flux that I converted to XL. Brian Young, you here? Could we see that truck up close? Which one are you talking about? Superlight SV1, the crawler, Philip? Checking in from Connecticut, Philip. Gavin, hi. Okay. What's up with my Exocaged? I constantly get food. Oh, I'm sorry you're fooding up your shirt, buddy. You were saying bulkheads are one of the main issues. I was able to look at M2C chassis brace was up that, I believe. I'm assuming you're talking about the Creighton 8S. The bulkheads are actually pretty decent with those. In all honesty, when you go 12S and you drive like a crazy guy, that's when you have issues with that. Greg Campbell, what basher would you recommend for a 3 to 6 mile trail walk? A 3 to 6 mile trail walk? I would not choose a basher because you're going to have to carry a ton of batteries with you. I would get a TRX4 Sport. Convert that to a nice Hobbywink brushless system for efficiency. Put a decent, nice servo in there and go have fun. That's what I would do. Kenneth Miller, what's up, buddy? I can't wait for the drive off. Got some nice ride. Thank you. Thank you, man. I got some that need like steering links and stuff like that. Which RC we can do working. What field are you in? Usually the area that I record in is my backyard. We call that the Exoplex. Bustnut 33's been here a few times. We got Smoking Australia. All right. Have you tried solid drift tires on the Infraction? I no longer have the Infraction. I had the Limitless. I've traded that for a boat, and then I gave the boat to my son-in-law for Christmas. They were showing available for... Okay, I have to go check that out then. I don't know, buddy. When I'm recording, when I'm videoing, and I'm editing myself, dude, it's like... And then what's bad is I get so tired, it's like I justify taking a 20-minute nap. And then it's just way too late. Live stream Tuesdays and live stream racing for Saturday. All right. You should see the Hammer Ray right now. It's in pieces waiting for a steering part. Marcus, did you try to drive it when you got it? Is it brass knuckle like those? I watch your vid. I like the SSD brass, man. I really do. I've got like 3 or 4 different sets of those now on different vehicles. You got to get an editing setup for that drywall event. Yeah, it's got to be a boom, 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 simple and easy. I may even go for a one-shot type drive, where basically I just simply drive it for 5-6 minutes. Could be 3, could be 8 minutes, depending on what's going on. That way, it's just right there. So I'm not trying to put a bunch of clips together. It all depends on what vehicle it is, you know? Sometimes I can do that and make that decent. Other times, it just doesn't work out. Oh, what field of work I'm in? Mechanic. Industrial mechanic. Clayton, yes, I'm going to get Final Cut Pro. That is definitely part of the plan. I have not even messed with the hauler right now. The next thing I want to do with the hauler, aside from maybe doing a video with it, is I'm waiting for Reese to get back with me. He's supposed to help with the name of that company that's making the tilt beds and all that. So he's supposed to let me know when he gets that. And I told him, as soon as you get that done, let me know, and I'll be sending him money. I have not seen Harley's videos. I think they discontinued the yellow Ecto. I still see the green one. I have not seen. I've been outside putting up a wall and then driving the new LMT, driving the Team Coralie XTR, which I put a hole in the brand new wall I just put up. So you'll see all that. It's all in there. I'm not planning to make the UTB 4-wheel steering, Steven. See Dave, charge up. Will you ever switch how you record and maybe get a GoPro instead of using it? I do not like GoPro videos. I'm sorry. I would rather record with this, edit, do everything I can with this, and not touch a GoPro. I'm sorry. I do not like GoPro videos. I don't really care for watching videos with them guys with the things on their heads. I don't really care for that. So for me, it's this or a real camera. GoPros are phenomenal for onboard footage. The stabilization is wonderful. It works great for onboard footage, but I don't care for GoPro videos. No drive. Started ripping it apart right away. I felt the steering slop, started running parts. I have to put the locker in the rear and put the metal upper ear links on. Gotcha, yeah. Can't wait to drive my Asuga. Maybe one day I'll get mine. I'd like to get it. That's what I hear. Clayton, I'm hoping to get it. I've got the computer here. I just need to update the software and get that going. Yes, Busnut is my industrial parts dealer. I need to come up there and see you and get like a whole gallon of thread lock, some tape, all kinds of stuff. It's for the job, buddy. I don't have time for a lot of video edits until I'm retired from the Air Force. Oh, man. Yeah. This one is black on the outside and weathers to red. Okay? I must have missed your other comment. Goes to Insta. See, now the Insta360, I saw a video of my buddy with that Rob Mirsky put the Insta360 on his vehicle and did some video footage, and it looked really nice. So that is kind of on my list of possible options. So, especially for like crawlers, I think it would be nice to put on a crawler to get some more footage like that when I can splice it in. I think that would work out good. Yeah, fisheye lens is pretty bad. The newer GoPros, you can actually go through the settings and take that out, though. Yep, right. Steve Pisano, I have an older Mac right now, but send me a message, Steve, If you have something that at least has an M1 chip or something like that, let's work a deal. Because I would like to have a more up-to-date Mac. Maybe one that actually has a battery that works. Because I had to order a battery for this one that works only when plugged in. And I don't think I have it here, but it's got a big giant block of a charger thing to make it go. Gotcha. Got expired thread lock. Dude, I'm totally fine with expired thread lock. I probably got some of your expired thread lock here. Let me see. If I fall out of this chair, you guys are going to laugh. Let me see. Yep. 10 of 21. You did not see that, bust nut. And I think this is actually the high strength stuff, so I got to be careful with that. How many RCs total? Philip, I'm about 100 RCs now. Probably about 93, 94, something like that. The worst RC that I ever bought has actually been taken care of, both by the manufacturer and by the aftermarket. And the worst one I ever bought was the Losi laser nut. It was under-designed. It was just really a poor excuse for an RC. However, Losi has updated the bearing sizes and the bulkheads, which took care of a lot of that. They updated the axle shafts, and they did all the things to make that an actual decent vehicle. So I got to give it to Losi. They pretty much fixed that one. Before they came along, though, Vidavon had bulkheads out with larger bearings, and that was an instant, had to have it. And you recommend an all-metal server with an XRT that doesn't break the bank. About the best option for that would be the Power Hobby 729. And that's very similar to the Reese Raw 500. Get the little adapter to go in there. I believe I have Vidavon adapters and horns and links in stock. I believe I've got those listed. I think. If not, I've got some. ExocagedRC.com is up there. What are your thoughts on turning an Element RC Trail Runner into a pre-runner? The Trail Runner, that's the IFS one. I actually wanted to do that when I had mine. I since got rid of it, but it was something that I was thinking of. But the suspension, it doesn't really have enough travel to really absorb and work like that. It's more like a bouncer thing, you know? Or a bouncy thing, not bouncer. Better late than never. RC Mad Labs. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I was actually supposed to be off here at 8 o'clock 3 minutes ago. Remotely controllable crickets. I don't have any crickets out here. Dan, should I have a Mamba Micro X2 on my rig after 5 minutes that shuts down throttle? Okay, so are you thermaling it out? The Micro X2 is a small ESC. What is it in? KV motor. What's your gearing? What are you actually doing with it? Reese Raw 500 are rebuildable. Yes. Where do I keep all the other RCs? Oh, God, Philip. Total money invested in a lifetime RC? Dude, I probably got $100,000 in RCs. And I'm not exaggerating. Right up above top, you can see just the tires. That's a $5,000 X-Max. Over here is about a $4,000 or $5,000 Losi DBXLE. I've got an $8,000 Raminator. I've got a massive amount of money in RCs. I'm not exaggerating on this. Dan, I'm curious to see what you're doing to make that ESC shut down, buddy. It's meant for low KV, a lot real slow gearing and all that stuff. So I'm curious what you're doing with that one. Good brushless system for two-wheel drive Rustler. Grizzly RC. I have went through all kinds of. Hold on a second. Let me read that again. Good brushless system. Okay. Buddy, you can just about go on Amazon and pick up just about anything there in the 3800 kV range. But if you really want to have a nice system, get a Mamba X and a Castle 3800. You don't need to go with the Slate system. You can get the SET version of the ESC, which I believe is the same thing. I'm not sure. But you can go with the Castle on that. Hobbywing, the Max 10, they have a 80 amp and 140 amp version for that. So you can go with that. Nice, smooth, quiet system right there. Or you can go even cheaper on Amazon. Oh, yeah, good luck. Full time on the channel. Thank you to Geek. I appreciate it. Tim Clark, do you know of a stronger servo in the same size as the stock SCX6? Man, that servo is kind of on the weird side as far as sizes, isn't it? I just put a full fifth scale servo in that thing, buddy. Just be done with it. No sense in trying to come up with something on that one. Why everyone stopped using Kyosho Nitro USA 1? The reason why nobody does that anymore is because brushless is just way stronger, cleaner, less noise. I mean, I've only seen one Nitro Revo that was actually impressive, and it almost made it through a whole tank of fuel. That was also kind of impressive. Crawlers and Customs, what's up, buddy? Bustnut 33. I'm not sure what you're after here. RC gets expensive. I got a few in the 8K range. Fiscal, you got it. Sensor to sensorless and the TLR Typhon for city bashing. Shoot, man. Just go with sensorless. Whatever you can put in there, like a stock system. Man, the Typhon stuff is good. If you've got they have two different versions of TLR. They got the RTR and then the roller version. Which one did you get? I'm assuming you got the roller version. Just find you a decent 1/8 scale system, 2000, 2200 kV, and go have fun. Brian Button, why does my 1080 shut down? Okay, what you are getting here is a what's called brownout. Turning that steering wheel back and forth, 7 volts, 6 volts. You're pulling too many amps, so it's shutting the ESC down. When the steering stops, the receiver gets power again because everything powers back up. It sounds to me like you need an external BEC on that or a direct battery powered servo. Chances are good, Savage Life, the new Spectrum Pro 2300 is the same as the Horizon, as the Hobbywing 2300 Pro. So probably the same thing. They're made by Hobbywing. You guys know that, right? Yeah. Nick Riggs, what's up? 2100 kV Yellow Jacket 3S temps don't go above. Okay, that should not be doing much. A motor ESC, I'm so stumped. Deans are fine. You may need to send that back. You have it in censored only mode. Censored only. I'm not sure about this. So I have one of those ESCs. I haven't really messed with the programming too much, but censored only mode actually does run hotter than the Smart Sense. You may want to look at that. No one talks about how much you spend RC with a wife. I found out the hard way. Clayton, luckily for me, my wife doesn't even ask me anymore. Not only does she not ask me, she says, "Good, get one." That doesn't help. Well, it does sometimes. Oh, never tell the wife. Okay, Scott. Well, just keep running the Spectrum 4S system. I'll probably go with a 6S system running on 4S, but hey, if that's working for you, go have fun with it. I mean, you can upgrade these things to no end, and the next thing you know, you have $1,000 in your RC, and that's the size of a mouse, okay? Or just simply go enjoy it. I like to go enjoy it, but I also modify the heck out of everything too. But anyways, that's just me. Oh, there's that word again. The glitch buster is only for a split second at best. Can you make a video game simulator of Exoplex for those? Rorsey Robinson, I would like to do that, but I have no idea where to even begin with that. I have somebody with a video game would actually have to come out and do their own scan and all that. And if they wanted to do that, I would absolutely welcome that. That would be phenomenal. I would absolutely love that. Having a wife is nice, Marcus. It is. Especially when they back up to you with a freezing butt or freezing feet, all that stuff at night. Do you think there's any way to make RC cheaper? I feel it could get more people away. RC hobby is not getting cheaper, buddy. The hobby, like with the fire team, nobody's buying the fire team. They had to cut the price like 40% to get people to buy the fire team. I don't know of a way to tell you to make it cheaper other than buying an RTR and just keeping the absolute minimum required mods on it. Big money. I want to get it. My old lady's philosophy, whatever makes you happy, baby. Well, bust nut. I think you need to buy some new RCs, don't you? Ooh, Wayne Fleet RC trucks. Good question. Base Camp or TRX4 Sport? I feel the Base Camp has more crawling potential than the Sport, but the Sport is a lot tougher of a vehicle. Take your pick. If you want to do more of the crawling side of the hobby, go with the Base Camp and don't worry about it. Just go Base Camp. If you like to jump hills and get a little bit crazy, TRX4 Sport is the way to go. Smart Sense should not be doing it. If Castle is asking you to send it back, maybe you should, buddy. Maybe you should. If it's on Smart Sense, I mean, I'm not sure why. I mean, the 2100 kV motor should not be a stress on that ESC. Is it geared up to the moon? I mean, you may need to send it back. There may be something not quite right in that thing. VR Exoplex. Somebody else would have to come out here and take care of that one. I have done that as well, Clayton. Back years ago, I have done that as well. Oh, I've had this for a month. Don't you see it's already dirty? And wives, they know. They know. They might let you get away with it, but they know. They do. Pass my request, or I'll go to SBR diffs. It's a responsible issue with the Mojave axles. Are we able to pass the Mojave axles? You were the one emailing me about the Mojave axles, correct? My response to that was, I need to see pictures of what you're breaking. And the reason, I mean, I have no problems warrantying out the axles, but I need to see the break. And it's for more than one reason for you to prove. I'm not worried about you proving me that you broke it, but I need to see what broke so I can relay that to Arthur so he can make changes in production to have a better product. So it's more than just needing a picture of the part broken or whatever, you know? So it's a little bit more than just that. I want to work with Arthur and make a better product. My wife used to be like that until I got filled up. Yeah. You're not with Joe's internet. What did Eric want? I must have missed Eric's comment here. VRX. Oh yeah. I'm certainly not doing that with my crappy internet. It's been a while since I've been able to jump in West Coast. RC Amigos, all right, buddy. The issue with firing that became a political due to the figures having guns and about some other countries. A bunch of pansies. If you don't like the guns, take the darn things out. Make yourself feel better about yourself. Whatever. They're just plastic. But anyway. Forever. I've got to be a better wife. Vanquish. Yep. Big money there. I've tried to get my wife to drive RC cars. The only thing she will actually drive is the Traxxas UDR. For some reason, that's about the only vehicle she'll drive. I've tried to get her to drive the X-Max. I've tried to get her to drive crawlers, all that stuff, you know? It's looking to move anyway. You know, any clubs near in New York? I do not know of anything around the New York area, buddy. I've never even been to New York. I've never even been in that state. As high as I've been, I may have touched Ohio because at Beat the Creek this year, I'm going to be there, and that's right on the border of that. Mine is like glorified DSL. That's my internet. It's amazing that I'm able to do this, in all honesty. It really is. What is your take on the speculation about RebelCon closing down? Honestly, I have no idea what's going on with that. Jeep went on this crazy thing. Everybody, trying to take their Jeep image and all this. And so I have no idea. All right, Dan. Good deal, buddy. More brutal on rigs than I am. Yep. Doesn't want to drive any RC either, but she doesn't care what I do as well. Right? RC Daily, what's up, buddy? Usually, Ashley, the vehicle purchase price is the cheap part. And some of them are not cheap. You go in May 6th, 7th, Joe? Isn't there one in fall as well? They do have one in the fall, RC Rocktoberfest or something like that. I did not go to the last one. Depending on my schedule here, for me, maybe. I'm not sure. But yes, I am planning to be there for the Beat the Creek again this year. How to cool underside of a motor. Give it some ventilation. I'm trying to get this new build done before the wife gets off work. Get on it, Clayton. Crescendo, what's up? William Fleet RC. Would you say then that the Axial base camp is less reliable than the TRX4 Sport or about the same? The base camp is just as reliable as the TRX4 Sport. Where the base camp fails is in the axle housings. The TRX4 Sport can take way more abuse than what the base camp can. The TRX4 Sport axle housings, you can jump them off a house and they're fine. You take a base camp with that size front end and you fall and it hits on the side, you break the C-hub off of the axle tube. That's where the base camp has its issues. Other than that, it's a very solid truck. Did you see Mike Marrera? Possibly I did not. Oh, okay. I have a picture. The pin is at the bone end, snapped onto, and just the bone, and also broke off 2 axles on the small side of the taper. You have a picture. Send me the picture. I need to see the picture, buddy. I'm waiting for a Creighton 8S price reduction. Good luck with that one. Made it, man. Joe James Wisecard, what's up? Run the Reflex 14 turn on my nice. Put truck nuts. You know you can print those off and just hang them on the back. Have I ever been to West Virginia? Not that I know of. Well, good deal, Evan. Hope to see everybody. I'm not bringing the Raminator this time. RC next Tuesday. Yep, you can absolutely break the portal gears. Traxxas has got better portal gears as well. However, with the base camp, there are way more lower cost options for overdrive and stuff like that. You don't understand how some people have no attraction at all RCs. That's simple. They don't have, want, need, or even care about turning a wrench on anything. I've been turning wrenches since I was 8 or 9. To me, that's what guys do. So if they don't want to turn a wrench, if they're afraid of a screwdriver, then they're certainly not going to touch a shovel. Is it a guy? Best way to send you a message or pic? Good one here. Let me do this right here. You were messaging me. There's my email address. Just email it to me if you want to. Joshua Hoer. What state are you in? Jacksonville, Florida. Or Florida, with some Jacksonville around it. Thanks for our base camp is my choice. Come up. Treat you good here in West Virginia. Maybe one day. 2 fans top outside it. That's not very hot. Okay. You need to check your gearing, all kinds of stuff. The timing on the ESC, different things like that can all have a factor. Is the vehicle running smooth? Are there any binding in it? Anything like that? This is for Zafira. Print out truck nuts. Would I ever own a Tesla? Honestly, what I want to get is a golf cart. I mean, in my general area, I can take a golf cart and go to both convenience stores, dollar store, everything. I mean, I don't think I want a Tesla, though. I don't think I want to deal with that one. And the reason is, when I go on a trip, once I leave, well, my job is 80 miles round trip. I don't want to deal with having to charge. If I go on a trip like to Beat the Creek, that's like 600 or 700 miles. Nobody in their right mind would ever want to have to stop and charge their vehicle. I mean, I've heard a bunch of horror stories about them things. I just don't want to deal with that. I'd rather stop in, put some gas in, and go. What servo do I run on my Traxxas sledge? I believe that has a Reefs Raw 500 in there. I think. You got that right, RC Daily. Ashley, you are a man. Turning wrenches since T-Max days. There you go. Andres, I have no idea what you said, buddy. I got 28 pieces of cat heavy equipment. I keep. Oh man, yeah, you're busy. Man, I would love to have a golf cart, and if I did, man, I would definitely do something to it. What's my daily driver real car? That would be a 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe 2.5 turbo. And I'll be honest with you, I love having that factory dealership warranty. I've turned wrenches so much, I'm enjoying not. I'm enjoying being able to pick up a motor and transmission with 3 fingers right here. Inside, in the air conditioning. I'm enjoying that. Put the Gen 9 2-speed in the Gen. I won't be doing that one, James. It just doesn't really make sense as to why I would need that when I've got the Gen 9. So Evan Tasty, catch you later. Thoughts on the new Challenger Demon 170. The Challenger Demon, isn't that the one that they brought in with a helicopter and then they did a run and the times were fake? They weren't even the real run and the motor sounded bad. But then they came back and did a burnout and it got squirrely. I saw a little bit of that, but not a whole lot of it. Dream Real full-size vehicle? Don't know about that one, buddy. I mean, my car's pretty good. I'm fine with it. Savage Life right there, buddy. Joe has the Tesla will plan your trip instead of you stores. I've heard where they can do like customized horn tones and all that stuff, but I don't know. Maybe if the channel gets big enough, Tesla can let me borrow one for a few months, huh? I could review that. That'll be nice. And what stinks is I don't have any Bitcoins. UTV. I'd like to have a UTV. Ron County getting paid damn good to do it. There you go. All right. So pick was sent. Marcus, the new demon is awesome. The markups are going to suck. Dealer markups, man, it was like, what is it, $30,000 over MSRP? That's a bunch of junk. I don't want a 3-wheel golf cart. I want a 4-wheel golf cart. Yes, Steve, they all run on batteries, but I can take my battery out and change it and not cost me $20,000 every time. Yep, Demon with 1,000 horsepower. So that was the one I saw. Just wondering, do you think mechanics know better than engine? Buddy, I will tell you this right here about mechanics and engineers. Engineers design things to go together and sit in a place. Mechanics have to work on it in place. So they don't generally work together a lot of times. Like, look at your cars. Look at your trucks. I mean, to do a change of head gaskets on a Super Duty and other trucks, you got to lift the whole cab off. What kind of junk is that? I mean, heck, the front end of my car, if you had to do major engine work, you take it up on a lift, you drop the entire transmission assembly right out. That's the way it goes now. What's up, Denny Hart? Thanks, buddy. Yeah, the heck with that. Kind of over. Joe's dream car, Gravedigger. Nah. I'd like to drive a real monster truck, though. Yeah, mine are not perky. So I can't help you, Marcus. I don't have that kind of assets. Horsepower streetcar. So much for 8 shutdown. Yeah, I know. 8 o'clock did not work out for me, did it? You don't have to lift the cab, but it's way easy that way. They make it easier to do it. Oh, Harrelson's Hobbies. The 3S Sentinel is actually a good vehicle. I had those braces in stock with the special Exocaged logo. It's on exocagedrc.com in the pinned post. The government for that. Emission control systems. Yeah, emission control system. Why do you have to put some chemical fluid in the exhaust to make the exhaust cleaner? That just doesn't make sense to me. But oh well. I'm not a whatever chemical engineer. If Talbot was here or if I was there, I'd be right there, buddy. Low Subaru, pull motor out through the hood. There's many crawling mess on your way. Run mine on meth. You run yours on meth? I hear that's high octane, especially if it's blue. It burns hotter. Danny Hart, control. Okay. There's the comps. 23 horsepower BNS in a club car. 23 horsepower in a... Oh, this is IAQ Master. Yeah, this is my buddy. He's local. Yeah, I'm going to end up getting a golf cart. I just got to find one that's affordable and not $8,000. Because if I got $8,000 to spend, I'm pouring a 30x60 concrete pad at the Exoplex, and we're racing on-road at that point. I'd much rather spend that on a concrete pad than a golf cart. That kind of money. Now, you say that I can rent a golf cart down there at Swanee? That might be the way to go. Just rent one of theirs and drive, you know? That way I don't have to mess with anything. All right, cool. Tom emailed me. All right, there we go. Mike's sent his pictures to me. I'm curious what is actually breaking here on this. All right, I see. Have you been in the water much? Wow. I will send those pictures to Arthur and see what he says about that. Raminator golf cart. The Raminator could pull a golf cart. Why not fabricate your own chassis, then get a golf cart body? I don't have a welder anymore, Marcus. I used to have a MIG welder, but I don't have that anymore. Waiting for IAQ Master. Yes, okay. Well, that's probably what I'll end up doing. I'll probably just rent one of their golf carts and go with that, you know. Hey, Turtle RC, you finally made it. EXB, Vidavon Bill, their A-arms are gorgeous. I have a set of the Vidavon A-arms. I guess I need to put those on mine, don't I? There was one guy that said something about the threads wouldn't work. You had to chase the threads out or something for the pillow balls. They wouldn't go in. The best tires are on your track, says Bigfoot. Is there anything wrong with the stock tires? I mean, your track says Bigfoot. That's just a Stampede. You just have to look and see about Stampede tires. You know, I'm not sure what to tell you on that one. So, don't know what to tell you there, buddy. Just watch your stop burning servos video. Burn up a snowplow, drifting giant. Oh, yeah. So, Jacob, that actually happened to you. You turned it on or something and wasn't paying attention. The servo's sitting there working itself to death, and that happens. That happens. Oh, okay. That was you. Okay. M6 1.0 pillow. Okay. Proline 2. So they must have. Okay, so there's a difference in the thread on the pillow balls. They changed that on there on top of it all. I might run my car on the street later. Don't tell. Go for it. What I want to do, and I've seen others do it, is when you put a car out and you're driving it and you like have your wife or a buddy driving the vehicle, but you're driving the RC. I think that would be cool to do. The Hemi isn't silent. No, probably not. All right, so it looks like this is starting to slow down. Wow. Okay. So it definitely, so they changed the whole pitch. Okay. Steve N. I have not put the Magmas on anything other than the XRT and the X-Max at this point. I've not put them on the DBXLE. I was actually looking at it the other day, thinking about driving the DBXLE. Thoughts on one-handed controllers? Really? One-handed controllers, that's all I do. That's the way I drive, even racing, competition crawling, one-handed. I love a good one-handed controller. Let's do a speed run in. See, Savage, I think that would be a good way to run a speed run in as well. I mean, granted, you're in a car, say you've got some crazy stretch of property, crazy stretch of road that you can actually get that car moving, what, maybe 100 miles an hour? And if you have an RC car that's good for 140, 150, I mean, I guess that would help. I guess. Yeah, I'm looking. This when this thing dies off, I will call it done. Oh, the SCX10 Pro. Why do you think it's taking so long to distribute? The SCX10 Pro is absolutely phenomenal. And the reason it's taking so long to get the kit out is because they're sold out. And they can't keep them in stock. So to make them, it just takes time, buddy. They're working on it. Believe me. They want you to spend your money to buy that kit. Believe me. Then you accidentally run over it. You got that right. Then you have a big old LiPo fire, or you run over it, and the LiPo gets hung up under your real car, and then you have everything burned down. That would be interesting. Horrible, but interesting. I actually only offered 600 at first, and I bet those were gone immediately. Luckily, I was one of those. um, as far as the MGM setup, I showed it to RC Mad Labs the other day. That's about the only update I have for you on that one. I just don't have the time to get in there yet, but that's about to change. Yeah. You're on the track today. Yes. And I already put a hole in the wall. The retirement date is May the 1st. That is my date. So that is a month and 10 days. So I'm going to be burning up all my vacation time, all that wonderful stuff. And then poof, I am gone. May the 1st, yep. So hopefully that'll change everything. I've got a lot of plans, both on events in the backyard at the Exoplex. I'll have time enough to properly set up for events. I'll have time enough to properly make proper videos. It's like if you guys have noticed, I've been trying to get much more detailed. It's like if I'm going to do, let's just take this radio for example. If I'm going to put this on, I'm going to try to show you everything that goes to putting a steering wheel on this thing. And then once I show you that, then I'm going to come back later with another video of actually using it. The reason is I want to show the details, and this is a very minor example. But anyway, I want to show the details, so hopefully if you're building like a TLR LMT or if you're building the SCX10 Pro, hopefully my videos can help you build that. That's what my goal is. Thank you, Steve Ann. Andres, thank you, buddy. I have told them a few times, but I haven't actually put the paperwork in yet. and I go back to work tomorrow because I'm still a little bit sick in the head, like my nose is clogged up, you know. But um, I go back tomorrow, and I have to actually go sign the papers and put in my notice for May the 1st. So thank you, buddy. I hope to make better videos, better edits, better quality. I want to be, if I'm editing with Final Cut Pro, I should be able to position and move and do proper music to set the tone, because it's kind of a pain with this right here sometimes. But I want to be more precise in where I put it, and I believe I can do all that with Final Cut Pro. So it's one of those things I just got to do. Project Mayhem. I am turning 49 this year. One of the number one reasons is where I work, and Bustnut 33, if he's still on here, he can tell you a lot of people there. The job is nice, benefits are nice. A lot of people stay there till they're pretty much dead, and then they get out and they're gone, or they get out and they're so broken they can't do anything. They have a complete crap life, in all honesty. I don't want to be that way. I have a great thing going with you guys, with the channel, with the website. I have a great thing going to where I can leave that and actually live a life that I want to live and can actually go and see and do. You know, that's my thing. I don't want to be stuck there until I'm dead and then I'm gone. I don't want to be like everybody else, put it that way. Let's see here. Can't hear it now. The first fire from the motor 2023. Not sure now. Tom Penley. I hope to do better. I know the first month or so I'm gonna be going nuts. Tires for anti-foam, any good alternate products. Jacob Rivera, look at the squid inserts. They have a good foam, and also Flubber Stuffers or flubrc.com. Those are the green ones that you've been seeing me show quite a bit lately. Do you like the Traxxas TQI? The Traxxas radios are actually a pretty solid radio from what I understand. I have quite a few of them. It's just they're not very ergonomic for one-handed driving. And that's one of the big things. So that's why I got so many vehicles on the GT5. Which I have another radio that I've got, Wi-Fi, W-Fly, and it actually talks to you and does all that. I've just got to spend some time with that and go through the menus and figure that out so I can show you guys that one. I also want to get the Radio Link RC8X. I want to get that one as well. It's just, I'm not sure how well they'll be ergonomically for one-handed. That's my issue. This just is so nice of a radio to me. Ah, sweet. New subscribers are always awesome. Showing the Centon build. Can't wait to see the lap times. Yeah, I've actually got to break the Centon back out and run it again. I haven't messed with it in a while. The flub. I heard that I am an inspector in the oil field and see so many guys just working till they're dead. That's right, Savage. They do. And the job, and I don't want to say this and sound crazy, but a job is something to build your life upon. A job is something to allow you to sustain a living, but it's not living. You're tied to the job. The job becomes your life. And for 25 years, I got a really nice watch for my 25-year anniversary thing. But man, it's just, I don't know. Maybe times are changing. I don't know. It's just I've got another way now. And when I get out of there and I get everything caught up with the channel, everything, because I still have a backlog of stuff I got to get done and things I need to get done and show and this and that. I'm also going to do the Amazon sellers thing as well. So, and my daughter, she does great at that. So I'm going to be hanging out with her quite a bit so I can learn the tricks of the trade of that. So, I mean, I might as well, you know. You gotta set an RC Baja Pro X or RC. I like the Pro lines better. It's the best LCG frame for straight axle with 410 versus. Man, Frankie, I really like the Power Hobby chassis or Enduro chassis. I've got to get a new membership. I just stopped paying it a while back. Actually, well, it's actually pretty cheap, buddy. $2 a month. Put a Pro together on a Brazen C1 project. Nice. Project Mayhem. Yes, sir. Leading myself. It's RC Madness. Yeah. Sorry about that, RC Mad Labs. I've been in the shipyard for 20 years and have seen many retire and pass shortly after. That's it. That's it. Turtle, I don't want to be that guy. I'm still able to move. I'm still able to go and do, and I want to try to go and see before I can't. I also want to start up another channel. Going to be Fat Joe Bodybuilding. I used to be a pretty buff dude, and I ate like a pig, but I was working out all the time, right? Well, I quit working out, and now I'm fat like a pig. Yeah, ate like a pig, fat like a pig. So I want to get back into that one. And then when I get back to the ones, I'm going to wait. I'm going to change to Fit Joe Bodybuilding. Think about that acronym. Let me see. I've been retired since I was 38. 38. Man. 10 years earlier than me. Is that the new Proline tire? A 5.25? I heard about this, but I haven't seen them yet. And why'd they do a Hyrax? I'm not a fan of the Hyrax. I've actually got, I think I've got anti-foams here for the 525s. But no, I have not even seen those. I didn't even know they had a name on them yet. Joe Fit. I'm a fat as a pig too. I follow the channel. When I do this Project Mayhem, I'll put a link in the description below to the other channel and all that. So maybe I can get that one to start making a few dollars so I can turn those dollars into supplements, you know, and start that going, you know. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Kind of work that in to where, because if I'm doing that way like that, I have more initiative. And I need to find out, I've already spoke to the local gym about that, so I can find what time in the morning the least amount of people are in there. I mean, granted, it won't take nothing to shoot a couple video clips of that, you know. Just some fat guy sweating on a treadmill. Yeah. Yeah, Jacob, you don't see a Hyrax in my lineup. I'm just not a Hyrax guy. Oh, wow, Marcus. That's probably why you retired, isn't it? Yeah, too bad I don't live closer and go to the gym. Then go RC after. Oh, dude, I'd be all for that, JD. Do I race 1/8 Nitro? No, sir, I do not. I've never raced 1/8 Nitro. I've done a lot of 1/8 racing, though. F10 aluminum axles. I have no idea. I've never messed with them too much other than what I have on my truck, and I've never felt the need to actually do that. So, Philip, you'll actually watch that? You'll watch a fat guy sweating on a treadmill? I got a Holmes motor. It's pumping away. I think my ESC's overheating. I need a fan. Oh, God. Oh, that'll be horrible. That'll be horrible. Oh my good Marcus. That would be horrible. I'll be up there talking about RCs while trying to sweat off some lard. Oh my goodness. Oh, dang it. I think today's a castle day, guys. We're going to hit it good. Oh, God, my lipo's blowing up. I got a lipo fire. Just don't fart on the treadmill. That turns into excess exhaust. It might create a rolling slick to a Raminator water cooling system. Actually, what about depending on the speaking of the Raminator, that's going to get an insane upgrade. I've got my new sway bars. I just haven't had time to actually get the things done. But new sway bars, I've got to get those done. I've got to do, once I get that done, I'm taking out the fine design system and I'm putting in a full Max 4 560 kV motor, the bigger motor. My buddy has one in his, and we had to turn the punch down to like 2 to make it drivable. I swear the thing has enough power, if it wouldn't blow something apart, to do a standing backflip on a Raminator. It's amazing. I run 4S in my dumbbells on a light day. On a heavy day, I'll bump up to 6S. And when I do the 8S, it's a very small milliamp, like a 1000 milliamp, because it's going to be one shot and done. Simple as that. Dude, I don't run anywhere, man. I don't run. I walk. 207 RC Crawler. Hey, buddy, you caught me right at the last 8 minutes because we're going to finish this thing up here soon. Oh, man. Oh, man. But yeah, I want to do that. I also want to do so many things I want to do. I just can't do it for the time. It's like I'd like to have a review channel that I can review anything. And I've actually got that channel. It's called Joe Reviews It. But I haven't updated anything in a while to it because time. So I actually have that channel, Joe Reviews It. I have to go see if I can find it or whatever. But yeah, I think I did a burger combo from Wendy's. I don't know. 207 RC Crawler. Dude, I like the Pro. It's awesome. Yep, Class 1. 8S being 100 milliamp analogy. That's it. We got a lot of spark, but we ain't got nothing behind it. Well, what I could do, let's just say, Clayton, that what if I get like a RC, something that sucks up a lot of juice quick, right? And the whole thing is, like say the SCX6, put it in first gear, put like a 1000 milliamp battery on it, right? First gear should be okay. It shouldn't have a lipo fire. That's not the right battery. Don't do that, guys. It will blow up. Don't do that. But let's just say, for example, I put that on there. And my goal is to run, walk fast, or jog behind it until the battery dies. And then I move up to a 200 milliamp battery. And then a 300. I keep moving myself up on batteries. Would that be decent? That'd be interesting. The RC fat burning extravaganza. Yeah. I actually have the sledge right over here. I was going to drive that today, but I ended up working on the track with the wall and everything. Yeah, I know. I got some batteries, even like a little 500 milliamp battery in some of the stuff, you know, it's just crazy. They'll last forever. I have an XRT with a Max 6, 700 watts of best gearing, so I don't run too hot. Ooh, Probably something like a 3040, like a 3046. If you're running the Mod 1 gears, might want to try that. Your best bet with that setup would be to go to the XRT groups and find out what they're running and see what they're saying. I want to see the Pro versus other kits and RTRs like the TRX4 Sport and Basecamp. In all honesty, I think the Pro will run circles around the Sport. It's got a better center of gravity, sharper turning, and as far as the base camp goes, I mean, obviously I don't have a stock base camp, but it's not so much that I'm pretty sure the Pro will just run circles around that one as well. Well, good deal, Lyle. I appreciate it, Curtis Blunt. So what do you think about the front links on the AMS mount on the Pro? I'm trying to figure out which way I want to go. On the AMS of the Pro, let me pull mine up. I want to show you guys a little something here. This is on video that went up to them. I put the 4.75 anti-foams, the soft ones. Look how soft that is. But one of the things I'm noticing is there's not really a lot of triangulation. So I've got some side shift in it. So, I mean, it doesn't affect the driving. It still drives beautifully, phenomenally actually. But I am noticing some side shift because there's very little triangulation here. As you can see, the front's got very little. The rear has a lot more to it. Ideally speaking, all the angles should add up to 90 degrees. Ideally for a 4-link suspension. And the front doesn't get that. But anyway, that's my thoughts. I think the truck runs good. Plus you get the weight of the servo at the axle. So I'm not planning to change mine. Although I did think about it. I did think about it. All right, we got about 3 minutes to go here. Let me see if I can knock a few of these out real quick. I'm looking to put an XLR, XLX2 2028 model, SCX6. What gives you? You're going to want to use the biggest gears you can, and that's a big slow motor. Kyler, I have some of the V2 Vidavon servo mounts in stock that actually make room to make that fit. If you want to get one of those ordered, I've got them in stock, silver and black, I believe, exocagedrc.com, because you will have to have the Vidavon mount to make that fit. If you don't have one already, you need to get one for that. But it'll be a torque monster. Once you put that in there, as soon as you bind that motor up in there, you're probably going to start tearing up axles, ring and pinions, stuff like that, because it's just such a massive amount of torque from that motor. I've never felt the need to put one of those in mine, so I haven't. More trail type RC, exactly what you should do. Great idea. I would like to do some more trail stuff. I really do. But right now, I just don't have the time to do that. Oh, man, that must be a boring pre-workout, JDRC. Thor is just sitting on the shelf, minding its own business. Hasn't messed with the hammer or the axe, so just sitting there relaxing. But I have one ordered for it, but I do need a motor mount. I have motor mounts in stock. Exocagedrc.com. I could ship it out tomorrow. So go ahead and get one. I believe I've got silver and black in stock on those as well. I have the high clearance links. I believe I have a set of axle housings if you really want to go nuts with it. And it kind of sounds like you are. The Pro is pretty fast. I'm thinking about changing the opinion. Mine has a 2300 kV Fusion in it. And I've got a 12-tooth pinion gear on it. And 3S. It still moves pretty good, though. Well, it'll be a better setup than without getting hot. Kyler. I was good with the 1650 kV up to 6S. If you saw the video where I put that on 8S, I blew the rotor up on that thing. I destroyed it. So the 1260 kV on 8S is absolutely awesome. If you're never planning on going 8S, 6S, do the 1717 size 1650 kV, and it'll run great. Market. All right, see, now we're getting into overtime. You guys have done and sped up. What are your thoughts about building a newer version of Thor with the Rock Pirates flat belly chassis? Honestly, Marcus, I don't see a need for that. I really don't see a need for it. Do you know Crawler Canyon? I don't think I do. Do you know when you're going to get the spiral cut pinions in stock for the sledge? I don't have any. I thought I did. I know I've got spur gears, the 52 spur gear. I don't know. Maybe I don't have them. I thought I did, though. Let me check real quick here. Look up sledge. Shop by vehicle. Traxxas. Sledge. I know I got, yeah, see the spur gears. No, I'm actually out of the spiral cuts. I have to put some of those on the next order. Sorry about that. I thought I actually had those in stock. 1800 kV fusion and stock 4 pinion. What say it's sweet. Wish I had a full Vidavon X-Max. Jacob Rivera full Vidavon X-Max about 5K, buddy. That is not cheap. Especially if you go with like the 4S or the 12S stuff like I got in mine. All right, buddy. I catch you. Oh, speaking of that, I posted them on the website. I'm not sure where they're at, but Vidavon's got a new shaft for the X-Max. If you run his gears and all that, that has a larger bearing because that little bearing sometimes busts. So now we got a larger bearing for that. And I do have those in stock on the website. I believe I listed those yesterday. Until 9 o'clock in California. When you do LCG on SEJX. G-Speed has a carbon chassis for the SEX6. What's up, Paul? Okay, oh my god. Good. G-Speed 1, G-Speed, all right, buddy. Let you guys go. Been awesome. You guys kept me on for at least an hour longer than what I had planned. Never good to bust a bearing and throw balls everywhere. I hate it when balls get thrown all over the place. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. Y'all have a good one. It's been awesome. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning.